Hi, child of God. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and a beautiful, blessed day. So today, message is the Lord. No, is there's purpose in the Lord hiding you. Now, I know this can either be a hiding that as you first come into the Lord, He's hiding you and just having you to undergo your seasons and stuff. But this can also be the Lord hiding you from the world, just putting you in consecration in a way, from the world so that He can kind of grow you and protect you as well. And in this time, we're gonna be talking about David and Saul. And I remember the Lord, He was letting me know that about David. And see, I want to let you guys know something. Because today I was reading Psalms 143. And that was a prayer in a way that David had gave to the Lord, when he was hiding in the rock, like when he was hiding from Saul. Because we know that Saul wanted David dead. And David went out into the wilderness and he began to hide and stuff. And he was in fear, of these people hurting him. And, the Lord, let it be known like there was not, like he was okay. There was nothing, but he was in a way paranoid, right? So, child of God, before we get into this word really quickly, I want you to know that the Lord, He's hiding you for a reason. It's not just for you to be paranoid, no. The purpose wasn't for David to be paranoid, because the thing is, when David had got set out and when he left from the wilderness, he was king. He was king. The Lord had set him out to establish something. He went out to establish and take what was his. And the thing is, remember, Saul died from his own sword. That was something David did not have to hurt him. David did not have to do anything. He fell on his own sword. On his own weapon, he fell. And this is just letting you know, child of God. This is just letting you know, child of God, that whatever is for you, like, it won't miss you. I remember me dropping the word, but I guess I gotta say it again. Whatever is for you, it will not miss you. We have to remember that, Saul, he once was the king. He once was head over these people. But the thing is, see, what is not that person, they can't have it. And again, y'all know I always have to go back to the book of Mark, chapter 10, verses 40. Now I'm going to tell you guys, for those who don't know, this is when the two disciples had came to Jesus, and this is what they had asked him. They said, I'm trying to find it, child of God, because it's on here. They said, look, they say, because the verse says, they said, okay. It says, they said unto him, grant unto us that we may sit on thy right hand and the other on thy left hand in thy glory. And this is what Jesus' answer was. He said some other things, but we're going to skip to verse 40, because this is what really stands out, right? It says, but to sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them to whom it is prepared. So, child of God, this is also something to keep in mind when it comes down to things that belongs to you. Nobody can't take it. And remember, these were two of Jesus' disciples that wanted, they've seen, I'm not sure if it was Paul or whoever it was that was sitting at the right hand or the left hand of Jesus, but they were just, they were right next by him. I'm not sure who it was, but then they had let the Lord know. They're like, Father, like, they're like, Jesus, can we sit here, or can we sit at the right hand, or can we sit at your left hand? And Jesus let them know. He's like, no. He's like, this isn't nothing. He said that this isn't nothing that I can give to you. Like, he's saying, this is nothing that I could give to you, but this position is for who it's meant for. Right? This position is for who is prepared for. Remember the saying that the Lord prepares a table in front of the presence of your enemies, right? Know that table was specifically prepared for you. How big, how wide that table was. The portions that's coming to that table is only a portion that you can intake, child of God. It's not a portion that no one else can take, nor can they consume, right? So the thing is, and we know about the story about Cain and Abel, right? And with them being envious, with Cain being envious of Abel, right? And just how that was, and just how, Cain, he missed out on his purpose, and he sought to just, harm Abel and things of that nature, just because of him being just so envious of his brother. And the Lord also blessed me to know that, I think I dropped the word. When you miss out on those things, and we are so envious and have your eyes fixated on someone else and what they have, you'll never be able to perceive and receive your gifts, what's truly meant for you. What about your table? You get what I mean? So I want you to know, child of God, though I'm not saying, you may be sitting at someone else's table. I don't know. You may be trying to, get what someone else, has. But I'm here to just let you guys know today, again, what is for you, like, it won't miss you, and no one else can take that from you, right? And we're gonna kind of dive in a little bit deeper into, David hiding from Saul. We know that Saul had turned his cheek to David, and he sought to kill David. But see, this is the thing: the Lord put him in hide. He went into hiding, right? The Lord put him in hiding. And know this: Saul, he already had sent out his soldiers. He already had sent out people to try and harm David. Like, he sent out people to kill David, and they were not able to find him, child of God. So I want you to know, whatever purpose it is, because there's always purpose in the hiding, rather if it's development, rather if it's protection, you get what I mean? Whatever it is, even if the Lord is ascending you and calling you to higher and telling you, like, oh, refrain from the world, refrain from these things of the world, right, child of God? I want you to know that inside of this time, when the Lord says these things, do understand it is for your good. But I want to again speak about what David was saying. Excuse my background, please. Oh, I'm so aggravated right now. But what David was saying about it, right? And he had said, and the Lord had basically put him, excuse me for stuttering, I'm so sorry, I'm aggravated right now. The Lord, when he had put him there, right? This was in a way to protect him, but then the Lord did not want David to fear while he was inside this place, because the Lord kept him safe. The thing is, even while he was in there being paranoid and everything like that, of course, submit your supplications to the Lord. Let the Lord know how you feel. But while he was in there being paranoid, it's just like the Lord had him. So even if the Lord is calling you onto unknown grounds that you know not, that you don't know, what's safe or what's not. If the Lord had called you to a specific area, I don't care what's been what, go there, because I promise you, though it may not look stable, though it may not look trustworthy, the Father is with you. The Lord is with you. You don't have to worry about anybody coming to harm you. No. Remember David, kings, he was a king. So Saul, he had many people. He had many soldiers, which means there was many people that was trying to go and kill David and was seeking to kill David, but they did not find him. Not one of them was successfully able to find David. They were not. And the thing is, when David came from his hiding place, it was time for him to be appointed. So, child of God, even if the Lord is calling you from your hiding place, know that it's time for you to be appointed as king. Know that it's time for you to, step into purpose and take dominion over what is yours. Know that it's time now. Because when David came from his hiding, he didn't just come from his hiding as David. No, he was appointed king. He was appointed over the people. So do understand, child of God, that when you are being called from a season, or you're being called from hiding, or you are being called into hiding, there is purpose in it all. Okay, child of God. There's a development, there's growth that has to take place as well. But that was something that I did want you guys to know. Oh, it's the actual short video. Okay. But that was something that I honestly wanted you guys to know, because when it comes down to a child of God, do not fear, child of God. Don't be inside of these new places fearing, oh, what if this or what if that? No, the Lord will provide. He will keep you safe. Whatever that problem is, it don't even have to be, it could be a financial problem that you're just steady crying and worrying about. Do not worry about it, because just as the Lord had kept David safe while he was inside the wilderness hiding inside of that rock, he will keep you safe. Like, he will keep you protected. That's something that you don't have to worry about. So whatever your worries is, stop worrying, child of God, because there's purpose why the Lord has you in that place. There's purpose why the Lord wants you to come from that place, child of God. You know what I mean? So this could be either for two groups of people. This can be for those to which the Lord is calling from that place of hiding, or this can also be for those to which the Lord is calling into hiding. Know that there's purpose in it, child of God, and no, you do not have to fear about this thing, because one thing about it, the Lord, He's gonna do just as He had said. And again, as these two disciples were, and again, these were disciples of Jesus. They were men of God. They were, they were His disciples. So this could even be someone else that, is in the kingdom of God, and, is trying to take over what you have, or is maybe coming to God about, what, the Lord appointed for you to have, or, they may be over something that, the Lord is making those which were first last, and those which were last first. And the Lord did bless me to know that. So even with that, you have to understand, child of God, when is their time to move? When it is your time, child of God, it is your time, child of God. Do understand that. Remember, again, David he did not have to do nothing. Saul fell by his own sword. He fell by his own sword. He was corrupted. Saul got corrupted at the end now. So he fell by his own sword. But do understand this. There's no fighting that you have to do, child of God. You don't have to fight with no one. You get what I mean? You don't have to hurt this person. You don't have to hurt that Saul that's probably, inside of a position currently. You don't have to, because when it's your appointed time for you to possess that thing, if it's your land, it's your land. If it's your appointed time, it's your appointed time. No man on earth and no devil in hell can stop that. And you have to understand it, because the thing is, we have to understand when these people try and come forth through the things of Christ, it's just like they're not coming against you, but no, they're coming up against the things of God. You get what I mean? So when we say when this is being said, I just want you guys to understand that, you know, I know I stumbled over my words. You guys forgive me. I'm just frustrated right now, really, really. But hopefully you guys can still get this word. But I just, want you guys to know that, and just to understand that there's purpose in the Lord calling from the place that you are, and there's purpose in the Lord, putting you in the place that He is ascending you to inside this time, child of God. And again, there could be many reasons. The Lord may be giving you the land flowing milk and honey, like this is your destined land for you to now dwell in. You get what I mean? And this is the land that the Lord, appointed for you to receive your blessings, to receive your healing, to receive all these things, right? So with that being said, child of God, I just want you to know that inside this time, you get what I mean? Understand there's purpose. There's nothing that you have to do, right? And the Lord's not going to allow these people to come in just because they ask, oh, I want what such and such has, just because they seek to do it. Some people they don't act. Sometimes they don't ask God. Some people they don't ask God. Some people they just come. As Saul came, and they come with entitlement, thinking that, oh yeah, I deserve that, or this, that, and the third. And it's like, no, my child, the Lord's like, no, like this was prepared for my child. Like I put my child through this season. And you have to understand that chair that's sitting at that table, child of God, is only fit for your bum to sit at. You have to understand that when the Lord says He prepares a table again, He prepares the table for you. The table is prepared for you only to sit at. You have to understand that. And yeah, the Lord, He will have other people to be with you, but you have to also understand that right hand that you're sitting on, or the left hand of God that you're sitting on, they can't come in and try and sit there. They can't, because again, this is prepared for you. It was prepared for you. The seat that you have at that table, child of God, it was prepared for you. The portions of the meals that's coming to that table that the Lord prepared, it was prepared for you to intake. It was prepared for you to eat, right? Because if I try and come and sit at that table, first of all, I'm gonna be uncomfortable because it's not my chair. Second of all, I'm not gonna be able to eat all of this food. I'm gonna either need more food, because again, this portion size that's sitting at this table is not my portion size. It's your portion size. So you have to understand, when the Lord prepares something for you, child of God, it's literally only for you. It's only something that you can consume. It's only something that you'll be able to intake. You get what I mean? It's only something for you. So this is just something that, we do have to understand inside this time, and really do know that, child of God, you don't have to worry about these things. And I know I didn't make a word about this, but it's inside my spirit to bring it back up. You get what I mean? So in this time, remember how David was, and don't be paranoid, child of God. Don't be like David. Don't be all so worried and this and that. Of course, let the Lord know your feelings and stuff, but don't be in fear, child of God, because know that the Lord, He will protect you, right? David went into the wilderness seeking for refuge, seeking to be safe and covered from, like, the people that was seeking after his life that Saul had sent. He came inside of there, and the Lord did just that. He protected him, right? And when he came out again, he was appointed as king. But then the thing is, I want you to know, child of God, when you're coming inside this place that the Lord is calling you onto, rather whatever reason that is, the Lord will do just that, right? David came inside of there seeking for refuge. He came to that rock trying to hide, and the Lord kept him hidden. You get what I mean? So even if you're coming onto a place seeking, I don't even know, and it's not always material things. So I don't always just like saying finances or wealth or anything like that. You know what I mean? Even if you came onto this place, like, yeah, maybe just seeking for protection or for shelter, know that the Lord, He will give that to you. You know what I mean? Because there's purpose in Him ascending you. Now, don't step out before the Lord lets you know to step out, but do know that there's purpose in that, child of God. And I hope this word did bless you guys here on today. And have a blessed day. And yeah, I do understand that there's purpose in your hiding. There's purpose in the Lord calling you. You don't have to worry about missing out on anything. You won't miss what's for you, child of God, because it was literally made only for you. It was literally prepared for you. So do know that, child of God. And I hope this message bless you guys. May you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day. Pray for your sister, because right now I'm a little aggravated. But yeah, may you guys have a blessed day. Mwah.